Guys, they gotta go that way. Guys, you guys gotta back up. They're going that way. They're going that way, guys.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach had yet another intense encounter, this time escalating into a heated face-off. While the two shared a decent relationship during their amateur days, things have taken a bitter turn. What started as back-and-forth jabs on social media has now spilled over into real-life confrontations.
Come on, we ain't doing all that talking. We ain't doing all that talking. We gonna see on the 15th. Come on, we gonna see on the 15th.
My shit. You see how I come over here?
Hey, we gonna see on the 15th.
My shit.
Nah.
Fight week is just a month away, and the teams of Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach recently met behind closed doors for some media commitments. After wrapping up, both fighters returned to their training camps to prepare for their highly anticipated world title fight. During the meeting, Lamont Roach approached Tank Davis and offered him a handshake.
We ain't going nowhere, then, nigga. We ain't going nowhere, nigga. What are you talking about?
As expected, Gervonta "Tank" Davis snubbed the handshake and moved on with other activities until it was time for the face-off. The scene was reminiscent of Tank's face-off with Hector Garcia, where he stirred the pot with provocative behavior. This time, Tank used the same tactics on Lamont Roach, but Roach wasn't as composed as Garcia. Roach shoved Tank, and the tension boiled over into a brawl before security stepped in to break things up. The tension between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. was impossible to ignore as they stared each other down with pure animosity during their first press conference. The brawl that erupted was a clear sign of how explosive their fight on March 1st is shaping up to be. Although this wasn't initially a matchup fans were clamoring for, the intensity between the two is quickly building excitement. These two share a history from their amateur days, with Tank winning both of their previous bouts. The press conference only added to the drama, with heated exchanges and bitter promises fueling the rivalry. Their online spats have further amplified the hype, making this showdown one to watch.
Alright guys, run out and face the crowd. Run out and face the crowd now. Camera's in the back, guys. Hector, camera in the back. Camera all the way in the back.
This fight is shaping up to be a highly technical showdown with an exciting undercard. Both fighters are powerful, and while Gervonta "Tank" Davis is the overwhelming favorite, experts and fellow boxers aren't ruling out Lamont Roach entirely. Fight Hype recently spoke with Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims Jr. to get their thoughts on the matchup, and their insights might surprise you. Hitchens, the undefeated super lightweight from New York, shared his perspective on the history he shares with both fighters and what fans should expect. He highlighted the similarities between Tank and Roach, urging fans not to overlook Roach's abilities. Confident in the 25-1 fighter's potential, Hitchens predicted a thrilling fight that could shock everyone.
Years ago, I want to say like 2016, 2017 years ago. I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach.
Lamont grew up in a similar environment as Tank, and they share a lot of similarities, Richardson Hitchens explained, addressing the criticism Roach has faced. I think many people are dismissing Lamont because of his loss to Jamal Herring, but he's shown consistency since then. Hitchens praised how Roach has rebuilt his career following that 2019 defeat. The undefeated fighter predicted the upcoming bout would be a technical showcase and admitted he's personally looking forward to it. When asked about who might have the edge in a technical battle, Hitchens replied, "It's going to be a great technical fight. Tank is a defensive genius. He knows how to protect himself and navigate the ring with precision."
He came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got.
Hitchens went on to say that if the fight goes into the later rounds, Tank will have a clear advantage due to his near-perfect defense. He suggested that Roach's best chance would be to end the fight early because, as the rounds progress, Davis is likely to control the pace and dictate the fight to secure the result he wants. Defending Roach as a worthy opponent, Hitchens added, "It's not like Tank is just picking an easy fight. Lamont probably knows how to fight better than a lot of the guys Tank has faced."
Kind of like a lot of similarities. They both box each other numerous times, and I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamal.
On the other hand, welterweight sensation Kenneth Sims Jr., who has fought both Roach and Davis, also weighed in on the upcoming fight. Initially, Sims, known as the Bossman, hesitated to predict the outcome, as he's on good terms with both fighters. He felt it would be disrespectful to pick sides. However, he eventually opened up about his experience with Roach, recalling some memorable moments they shared during their nationals, where they faced off in the semifinals.
Definitely a fight that, like a great fight for boxing. I think that boxing fans are trying to, like, basically shut Lamont out. I don't know, maybe because he's not a big name or just.
When asked what both fighters need to do to win, the Illinois-based Kenneth Sims Jr. pointed out that both Roach and Tank are counterpunchers. To come out on top, one of them will need to step out of their comfort zone and force the other to open up. Sims also mentioned that Tank is a slow starter, taking time to find his rhythm. Tank starts slow, but as the fight progresses, he picks it up and gets busy, he said. However, Sims emphasized that for Tank to win, he'll need to be more aggressive from the start, or it could be too late, especially considering how fast Roach boxes and racks up points early in the fight.
Looking forward to watching the fight.
Do you think the fact that it is going to be a technical fight, do you think that favors Lamont, or does it favor Tank?
This take was surprising, especially since many have written off Lamont Roach in his lightweight title debut. Similarly, in the lead-up to his fights, Gervonta Tank Davis usually stays quiet until something triggers him, which often leads to him getting messy and insulting. A prime example of this was seen in his build-up to the fight with Frank Martin, where Tank made a highly personal threat, saying he was going to take Martin's girlfriend. Lamont Roach has now joined the drama surrounding Gervonta Tank Davis after boldly claiming just yesterday that he would whoop Tank's butt. In response, Tank fired back, promising, "I'm going to chop, bob and weave, and I'll end it in the 9th round. I like to show people they aren't who they say they are. I like proving it to people. My first time winning the title, the whole building doubted me, but let's see how it really goes." The two fighters went face-to-face at a press conference in Brooklyn, where they previewed their lightweight world championship clash. This highly anticipated fight, featuring Tank Davis, the WBA lightweight world champion, and Lamont Roach, the red-hot WBA super featherweight world champion, will headline a PBC pay-per-view event on Prime Video. The bout is set for Saturday, March 1st, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Alright guys, turn around, face the camera, please. Right in the front, right here. Right here in the front for us. Come on, right here. Come on, down here, please. Back in the camera.
Five-time, three-division world champion Gervonta Tank Davis returned to the Barclays Center, the site where he set the record for the highest-grossing and most attended boxing event, following his highlight reel KO of Rolando Romero in May 2022. At the press conference, Tank and Lamont Roach reignited their rivalry, one that dates back to their amateur days, and both promised fireworks when they meet in the ring on March 1st. The press tour will continue Thursday with an open-to-the-public press conference in Washington, D.C.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a night?
Gervonta Tank Davis spoke about the amazing energy in the building, saying, "I won my first championship here, and I have more followers from New York than almost anywhere. New Yorkers come with great energy." He acknowledged Lamont Roach's skills, stating, "Even at a smaller weight class, he's one of the guys I came up with in boxing and he's still doing well. He's definitely a top opponent, and everyone will see that on March 1st. We'll have to test his chin. He might think my opponents don't have chins, but we'll definitely test it. I say leave the kids at home." Lamont Roach, on the other hand, was confident, saying, "I shouldn't be here if I didn't believe I'm going to win. I've hurt everybody I've been in the ring with, and this won't be any different."
You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man.
"This is a hell of an opportunity, and we're going to conquer it," Lamont Roach said confidently. Everyone knows what I'm coming to do, and if you don't, you'll be surprised. I'm going to show you what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. My team built my career from the ground up, and I've had the same team since I turned professional. We've taken on the best fighters for my career. I worked my way to the #1 contender spot, lost a fight, and bounced back. We have a common opponent in Hector Luis Garcia, and I beat him easily. The Frank Martin fight was relatively easy for him. It is what it is. Frank was inexperienced and nervous. This fight is going to be different. When I'm in there, he'll be a different fighter. Fighting each other in the amateurs is one thing, but this is a whole different ballgame now. We've both evolved, improved, and developed new things in the ring. There might be some tendencies we know, but I don't expect them to matter on the big stage. I don't care about being the underdog or the favorite. Either way, I'm going to win. Roach shared these thoughts when he got his turn at the podium, addressing the talk around Tank's choice of opponent.
Said what? Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for, is the talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet.
This is a hell of an opportunity, so we're going to conquer it, Roach said. Everybody knows what I'm coming here to do. If you don't, then you're in for a surprise. I know Tank won't be surprised. I think he took this fight for the naysayers, for all the talk about this and that. I think he took it because he knows I'm a dog, and he wants to prove his skills against a dog. So, I'm going to show you what happens when two dogs get in the ring together, and obviously, I'm going to be the one coming out victorious. Tank then had his chance to speak. I'm excited to be a part of this, and come March 1st, it'll be a great event. Right now, I'm not really big on getting into all that stuff. I'm staying out of it right now, but come March 1st, it's going to be a great show. Same results. We just got 3 months to get ready, so it's going to be a good one.
For you, in your next fight.
He has skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel.
Both fighters then took a seat for a Q&A session, diving deeper into the fight and everything surrounding it. Here are a few key excerpts. Tank was asked about why the fight with Lomachenko didn't happen and why Roach was the next logical choice for him. He responded, he has skills, even though he's at a smaller weight class. I feel as though Lamont has what it takes, and he's actually one of the guys I came up with in the sport of boxing. I still like the fact that he's doing well. Everybody who started with us really isn't in the picture right now, so people don't really know him, but he definitely has the skills. He's definitely a top opponent. Roach, on how his style would be different from what Tank has faced before, said, skill-wise, I bring a lot to the table. I can adapt. I can fight various different styles. I'm tough, gritty, smart, witty, whatever the case may be. Whatever I need to pull out of my bag of tricks, that's what I'll do. The rest of them either were one-trick ponies, or they just didn't have enough.
I actually started with, came out with in the sport of boxing.
Tank Davis shared his plans for 2025 during a press conference on Tuesday evening, stating, after next year, I'm out of it. Out of the sport. This comment immediately caught fans' attention as it suggested that he plans to retire at the end of 2025. Before that, he'll presumably face his old amateur rival, Lamont Roach, on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center in New York. Davis, known for his knockout power inside the ring and bold comments outside of it, has made a name for himself by shocking fans. However, it seems he's growing tired of the sport. Despite his potential to solidify his legacy as one of the greatest, Davis may be considering an early exit. Fans have seen little of him in the past few years, and while they expected him to be more active after putting his legal troubles behind him, he fought Frank Martin in June but has not followed through with other expected bouts. Now, it appears Davis might be ready to make his absence permanent. During the press conference for his fight with Roach, when asked about his 2025 schedule, Tank hinted at retirement, which disappointed many fans. They had become used to seeing him step into the ring occasionally and express their frustration, particularly after Davis recently signed a new fight deal. One fan even commented, I thought he had a 7-fight deal.
Retire.
What changed? What made this trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Tank Davis's lack of a burning desire to put fans and the sport of boxing first has always held him back in the eyes of certain fans, and this decision to retire may have only solidified that perception. However, some fans found logic in his choice, with one declaring, "Health is wealth." They pointed out that Davis's aggressive and high-paced fighting style might not allow for a long career. Many boxers, after retiring, face numerous health issues, such as severe headaches, sciatica, and other long-term ailments, as the physical toll on their bodies starts to show. Given Davis's intense fighting style, he could potentially face serious repercussions later in life.
Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating.
Apart from his fight with Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis hasn't faced the A-listers of the lightweight division, and the pressure is mounting for him to fight other champions, like Shakur Stevenson. If he doesn't, he could slowly lose favor with the fans. 90 minutes after the scheduled start time for the press conference, Tank Davis and Lamont Roach addressed the media to hype up their upcoming 12-round WBA lightweight title fight. Roach started by thanking everyone for sticking around a little later, possibly referencing his punctuality. "This is a hell of an opportunity, and we're going to conquer it. You're going to be surprised by the result of the fight," he said before turning to Davis, who seemed distracted at times, chewing gum. "I know he's going to be surprised. For all the naysayers, I think he actually took this fight because he knows I'm a dog, and you're going to see what happens when two dogs fight. Obviously, I'm going to be the one coming out victorious. We're going to put on a hell of a show for y'all."
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today. Okay.
Lamont Roach, the reigning WBA junior lightweight champion as of January 1st, 2025, enters the fight as a sizable underdog against the talented Gervonta Davis. Davis, often labeled as the future of boxing, is now beyond his 30th birthday, and some critics have raised concerns that time is running out for that future to fully unfold. Tank first expressed his gratitude, thanking PBC, Amazon, God, and Al Heyman. "I'm excited to be a part of this," Davis said. "Right now, I'm not really big on getting into it and stuff like that. Come March 1st, it's definitely going to be a great show. We just got to wait and see. We've got 3 months, so we just got to get ready." When asked why he chose to fight a boxer he had already beaten twice in the amateurs, Davis responded, "He's got skills. Come March 1st, everyone will see."
No, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
Why do you think about retiring?
For what? Who have Shakur? What have Shakur?
The 29-year-old Lamont Roach claimed a world title in his second attempt in November 2023, narrowly defeating WBA 130-pound champion Hector Luis Garcia by split decision. This victory came 4 years after Roach was outclassed by Jamal Herring in a bid for the WBO title. Roach followed up his win over Garcia with an impressive 8th-round stoppage of Fergal McCrary in June, showcasing his skills and resilience.
What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than him. I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
Meanwhile, Davis has been dominating stronger opponents since Roach's loss to Herring in November 2019. Tank has defeated notable fighters, including Yuri Ortiz Gamboa, Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. He's also won and defended titles across the junior lightweight to junior welterweight divisions. That's all for now. For the best updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're alerted when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.